and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In this video we are working on an idea that I have. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try it. So I have done a little bit of work. Let me back up. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me. Sorry I have been MIA for days. We have been so busy, which we'll talk about. So anyway, I told Mark, I said, I've got to go film something. I said, I haven't published anything since Saturday or Sunday, whatever day it was. I said, I've got to get something posted. And he was like, go ahead. So that's what I'm doing. So what I have is just a page here that I've pulled out that I'm working on. I mean, it's actually, that's where it goes. And so I have this music paper with this little flap, which I don't know if I care about that little flap. I might take it off. But we need something on that page. Oh, I do care about that flap. I know what I was thinking. And I forgot to prep that, but that's okay. So I have this daisy fairy, the Michael Ma's daisy fairy, I think is what it's called. Anyway, I have backed that with some coffee dye paper, and the song I have backed with some player piano roll. So that's drying. I just did it, and I see I have glue there. I kind of was being heavy-handed with my glue stick, and I'm glad I saw that before it dried so I could get it off. No, on the shinier pages, it's easier to do that without damaging your pages. If you're not working with a shiny page, then just be very mindful of how hard you're pressing to get that glue off. So what I'm gonna do is I'll cut around these when they're dry. My thought was that I was going to like hinge this so it flips open this way for journaling space. And then on this side, I hinge it this way so this flips open. And then this is kind of cute because you can still see the ghosted image of that fairy. This tape is from the piano roll, but I left it because I think it just adds character. I didn't want to waste that piece. So kind of that's my thought, is to hinge. I'll probably hinge it so that it is like the image is on the top. It's going to open with, you know, the little dots in there just because I think it's fun. So it'll open like this, and then on this side it will open like this. So that way when you flip this open, you see her song. I hope that makes sense. I'm not really sure exactly how I'm gonna pull this off, but I can't imagine it's gonna be as hard as what I'm making it. So let's just cut these down and we'll chat a little bit. And there's more glue. We have been, well, it was Memorial Day weekend, and Mark he told me, he was like, why do you keep calling me hubby in your videos? And I'm like, because that's what I call you. He's like, can't you like call me, you know, your sexy assistant or your hot assistant or your crafty assistant? Do you have to call me hubby? And I was like, I'll try to stop. But it's habit, because that's what I call him. But it was funny because I was eco-dyeing paper on, oh, what day was that? I don't know, Saturday or Sunday. I was eco-dyeing paper, and I got some really, really cool results, and we'll be using some of those pages in this. It was actually my first time having success with it, so I was really, really excited. But anyway, so he was actually helping me because I was trying to film whatever and helping me set up. But anyway, I have to do some work on those videos, so they at some point should show up, but I don't know when. But anyway, so also what we were doing was building me a raised garden bed, because as you guys know, with my back issues, I really can't get down and weed the garden and stuff like I used to. And we didn't have a garden last year because of our travels. So this year we said, you know what, we're just gonna do like a salad garden. So he built me a raised bed, and it's really cool. I love it. And so we were working on that. So that was like most of Sunday and Monday. I was like, we were shoveling the dirt from when we had the chickens. I had rototilled the compost pile. So we were using all that really rich dirt, so it should give us good results. And so that was like Monday. And then we said, let's go eat somewhere, because we were both really, really whooped. And then we went to the lake on Monday, which was so funny. I could only get up in it up to my thighs because it was so cold. Oh my gosh, it was so cold. But he is a crazy person. Not literally, but I call him crazy person because he got in it like up to his neck. I said, oh my gosh, I can't believe you. And he was so funny. He calls me a weenie, which I totally am. And so yesterday it was so hot here, and so we went back and we I'm trying to think if I want to ink this, and I think I do, but I think I want to use a shade of purple. What do we want to use? Ooh, Villainous Potion might be a really great pop of color. But anyways, so yesterday we went back and we were there for most of the afternoon, and it was really pretty. But again, I could only get in basically up to my thighs. I couldn't. He got all the way in, all the way. It got his head wet and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it felt like an ice bath. And it was so funny. We got home and I said, I wonder what the lake temperature is. So I actually looked it up. And I don't know if what I was seeing was correct or not, but it said Lake Erie is 44 degrees. And I was like, well, no wonder it felt like an ice bath. And which is probably true because we really have only just started getting into the higher temperatures. I like the purple. That's a good call. And so anyway, yeah, it was just really, really comical. But the water was amazing. It was so calm. And yes, I say that emphatically because I've never seen it like that. You actually could stand there and watch the current going like through the break wall and stuff. It was really spectacular. So yeah, it was really nice to have quiet time. And we went out on the sandbar. We got our pass for this season. We have not done that in years by, but we finally did the math last year and we were like, this is kind of stupid not to get the pass. Because we like to go out there with our paddle boards, which we didn't get the paddle boards blown up yesterday. I had them in the car, but we didn't use them because it was cold and I wasn't really willing to fall in. But it was really neat because a big oar boat was coming in right at the time that we were getting there, and I thought, oh man, if we had the boards blown up, we could have paddled out, and you know, but and you can like go in the where they dock or whatever and get close to them. They're just such massive boats. It is so neat. And but having it by the lighthouse really put into perspective like how small the lighthouse is, like where we are. So that was really, really kind of interesting. And we just love the lake. I mean, we're fascinated by this lake. So anyway, I keep saying and anyway, I apologize because I'm trying to think about what I'm doing and talk at the same time. So I just did it again. Oh my goodness. So it just had a really nice time. It was quiet and it was only us and 2 other cars on the sandbar, and then the gate guards or whatever sent somebody out to make sure that we knew what time that the sandbar closed, and we were like, yeah, we're gonna be gone long before that. But anyway, it was so just peaceful and relaxing and just really, really, really a great afternoon because we have just been working really hard and just trying to get some stuff done. And so it was just a really nice break to take a break and get away. So that means that I don't necessarily get things filmed for you guys the way I would like to, but I have to, you know, balance this and my life. So I appreciate the grace that you all show me as far as, you know, just whenever you film, you know, we'll watch. And so if you're new, do please understand that we have a pretty busy life, and so I don't always get to film as often as I would like to or as much as I would like to. And I did tell him, I said, you know, I really need to have some time to film. Oh, that's going to cover that if I do it on that side, and I don't really want to cover that, do I? guess it won't cover it that much. And I didn't really want to cover that flower, but I'd rather cover that little flower than the tape. Is that weird? Okay, is this, yeah, it's not going to be. I was trying to leave room. I cut this one a little bit smaller so that it would not be, impinged when this goes to fold. It's going to be kind of like a trifold. So anyway, so yeah, that was that. And so we have now in the raised bed, we have 2 tomato plants and a cucumber plant. I went today and got some seeds. I drove all over the place looking for, onion sets. And I even went out to the little Amish greenhouse where I got my really pretty petunias for the season, and she's out of them. She says, oh, I sold out of those already. I said, and most other things, which is great because her greenhouse is absolutely beautiful. And she is such a sweet woman. I just really enjoy her. Conversing with her. She's just a really sweet lady. So anyway, she didn't have what I wanted. Okay. Oh, that's going to be cute. I'm going to have to trim that up some. It's not folded straight or apparently cut very straight. But that's part of this when I'm winging it like I am. Okay, so I wasn't going to do anything with the music page itself. So that's going to sit in that pocket. But because this is kind of flimsy music paper, what we have to do here is stabilize that, which is not a big deal. So we just want to add some glue to this. And so we'll just strengthen that. It doesn't really matter what side I glued it on, honestly, because of what I plan to do with this, but anyway. Okay, so then we're just gonna come over here like this. I'm gonna go a little bit closer to the fold because of my glue. So you can use lightweight paper in your projects. I mean, that's not really a big issue, but what is a big issue is if you're asking much of it, you want to make sure that you stabilize it with something. So say this were a really pretty design here and you're like, oh, this paper's so thin, but I want to use it like a pocket or whatever. It's fine. Just add some paper to the back of it and that will stabilize it, especially once the glue dries. And no big deal. Now you have a reinforced pocket. That's the word I'm looking for. And it will do what you want it to do. So I wasn't too worried about what I was using under here because honestly, you're probably not even going to see this when I'm done with it. So just that corner is the only thing I was thinking. Bernice, I did see your suggestion as far as the belly band, and I am trying to work that out in my mind and figure out like what I want to use to make that. Oh, you know what I just did? Okay, I guess we're doing it on this side. No, I did it right. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you guys, I have mush for brains right now. So, anyway, yeah. So it's just been like hot, cold here. Like it was 80, what was it? 87? I think it's 87 again today. It's crazy. But then it's going to be like 60 by the end of the week. It's just, I'm like, could you please make up your mind? Mark did get the window units in the AC because it's just, oh, that one. That's what I want to use. And then this will fit in here. I wonder if that will hold that. If it's tall enough. I'm pondering whether or not that's going to be tall enough to hold that. This one could be. Oh, look, and it's about the right size. So guess what we're going to use? Gorgeous. Okay, so I hope you can see that. Anyway, oh, that's another really pretty one. But I don't want to cut that much off of it. Oh, look at that one. This is a trim package I got from Boho Daydreams. I had mentioned her in a video the other day. So I'm telling you guys, check her out. Her stuff is amazing. So, but I'm going to use this. I really like all those colors, how that's tying in together. So I've stabilized that. But I'm going to glue that down. And I think I'm gonna actually stitch that on. Oh, you know what we could do? I think, this is not my idea, but I don't know whose idea it was, so I cannot give anybody credit. Let's see, oh, the green behind there would be kind of cool too. If you back your trim, but you don't want to do something that's going to take away the excitement of that color, which that does. That washes it out some. So let's do something plain behind there. But you could put paper behind your trim, and that just makes it stronger. And so it's still going to show like that. I think that's probably my best bet. But I can still have that peeking above the top, maybe just right there along that line. So if we go like this, that'll help support that trim. Let's do that. Okay. But I know this needs cut down a little bit. I hate to cut it down because it's absolutely beautiful. And this is, let me straighten up this side just a little bit. Oh, hurts my heart to cut off that embroidery because it's beautiful. Okay. And really it's not going to make that much of a difference because I like the way the color's popping with that background versus with the photo behind it. So I think this is a good move. I do think this is a good move, and actually I think I'm going to call that good for the yeah, whatever, width. All right, so if we make a mark here, and I'm just gonna fold that over to that mark, like that, and then just cut this off. And I'm just winging this. This is not what I saw somebody else do. I'm just putting my own spin on it. The person backed it with like music paper so you could see the music paper behind it, but I don't want that showing. I just want this showing. So I hope that makes sense. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of the gist of things here. We have just been doing yard work and trying to relax, and there's just a lot going on. The kid is almost officially graduated. He has graduated his technical school, but not his home high school. They like, oh, that dark, is that gonna show that photo? I think it'll be okay. Okay. So anyway, so that's coming up this next week. So it'll be good because then he'll actually like be done, which he's really excited for. So what I think I'm gonna do is just run my 3-in-1 right along here, right there, and then I'm gonna just get the back of these flowers here. I don't want to get on that sheer because, hi honey, it's going to show through, and I don't want it to show through. And then we'll hit this flower, and then right along the bottom here. And hopefully this will be good to hold it. And then what I'm gonna do is just from this side, go like that. And then straighten it up. Oh, well, we're a little long on the bottom, but that's okay. We can trim that up. We'll trim it up. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to stress about it. I might be stretching it too, a little bit. Okay. Thick, thick, thick. It's beautiful trim though. I really like this. I've been hoarding. I've been trying not to use them. But what's the point in having the things that we love if we don't allow ourselves to use them, right? So I'm just gonna clean that up a little. And you know what I think I'm gonna do is just put just a tiny touch of glue on my finger, maybe. And hopefully I'm talking loud enough. I don't know why I'm being so quiet. All right, smooth that down. Oh, that would make a mess if I did it right on there because this is like super shiny. I don't have any fray checks, so I'm just making do with what I have. All right. Okay, pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, so now we are going to glue our little pocket thingy down. Okay. Oh, do I want that one glued? Nope. I don't want that glued. Just kidding. Let's do this. Okay. Hi, I'll be out in a minute. I'm almost done. And then this, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. Oh, okay, I'll be there in a minute. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure this is like adhered to the back of this pocket. Hopefully, I don't know. I might be messing it up. We'll see. Well, it's really, you know what? There's no messing it up, right? We just do the things and see what happens. Yeah, so that's gonna hold, I think, and give us a nice pocket. I hope that's not gonna be too far into the spine. And then this is gonna need trimmed up, but I wanna make sure that all those glue stack, because I used a lot of glue stick on that. I mean, let me say a lot, some more, right? All right, so then this will slide into this pocket. I don't know if that's gonna hold. I'm gonna have to clip that. Okay, so that's gonna hold there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna let that dry. And so this will slide out and it'll say boop and boop. So, you know, we'll maybe put a little label here. Ooh, or a little pull. Let's do a little pull. Let's see. Let us see. Oh, that could be really pretty. Just a little piece of this could be really pretty. I wish I had a little purple ruffle. Maybe I'll sew a little, oops, ow, that was my heat tool. It just fell on my toe. You know what I'll do is I'll sew a little purple ruffle for here, but I don't have purple thread in my sewing machine. So on stuff like this, what I do is I'm just putting like, don't fall, a sticky note on here that says like, hey, sew a purple ruffle for here. All right, so then I have a note on there and that's gonna stick out and then I'll be like, what is that for? Because we need a ruffle. Okay, so now, I mean, that's gotta dry, obviously. And it may require some stitching on there to hold that down. I really hope not, but it might. So that'll go in there like that, which I think is gonna be really, really cute. Oh, especially with those colors here, I think that's gonna look really nice. And we do the purple ruffle and then we'll do something over here. And then I'll share with you quickly my other, so I did this earlier. So he's just the red campion fairy and this is the red campion. So I just did back to his little song and just made him a little pocket and he sticks off the page there. So hopefully you can see that as well. Oh, am I off screen? Sorry. All right, so that's gonna be it for this video. I hope everybody's doing wonderfully. Thank you so much for joining me and thank you for your support and thank you for being patient when I am scattered and busy and can't film as often as I would like to, but I appreciate that you hang in there with me. So if you do like my content, remember that I do appreciate feedback. I appreciate a thumbs up and I appreciate the subscribers. I'm so happy that, you know, people choose to spend their time with me and it really means a lot to me. So thank you and have a great day. Bye.